friends, it's me, Amy Rebecca, your internet bestie for all things personal development, intentional living and dream chasing. And I am filming today's video in my pajamas because let me tell you something. We are still on Christmas time, okay? I am well within my rights to refuse to put on any real clothes until the 1st of January. I don't make the rules, that's just how it goes. I hope you all had a beautiful Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't, I hope you just had a beautiful week in general. Today we are wrapping up my 2024 Project Pan Challenge, where I've been working on using up a specific set of products that I'm like, they're fine. I like them enough that I didn't want to declutter them, but I was also keen to move them out of my collection. For those of you who are new, welcome. Let me set the scene. I'm a reformed overconsumer, and at the end of 2019 I had a real come to Jesus moment where I looked around and thought, oh my gosh, I've built myself a prison of stuff. It was really out of control in a big way. So I started this thing called my big makeup use up challenge. The idea was I couldn't buy a new cosmetic product until I had used up all the other products of that type that I had in my collection slash hoard. I expected that would last maybe 6 months and I would use everything up, and here we are. We're still here. If you enjoy the whole overconsumer to more minimalist lifestyle pipeline, then this is probably the channel for you. Also, if you like spreadsheets, because we're big into spreadsheets here. Okay, that was a lot. This month's session of the Trash Appreciation Society is officially in session. So let's see how I did. So last month I had 7 products left out of the 18 that I started the year with. And I had very low expectations that I would be able to use any of them up. But I was determined to do as much as I could. Let's start with the eyeshadows. There were 2 single eyeshadows that I've been working on using up throughout this project pan, one more than the other. I have the little smoky grey one that has gotten minimal love this year. I could count on one hand the number of times that I've dipped into this. So needless to say, 0 progress since the last time I featured this in a project pan video, which was probably, I don't know, 6 months ago. And that brings us to a really important question that I'm introducing in this, our final Project Pan update of 2024. To pan or trash can? Do you hear that? Do you hear what's going on out there? It's like an Alfred Hitchcock movie going on. Anyway, I take 0 credit for that cute little rhyme. I wish I'd thought of it, but I didn't. It was Jenny Jenkins, who is like an OG subscriber of the channel, so a shout out to you. Since this is the final Project Pan of 2024, we are going to have to ask that question. Will I continue to work on panning a product, or is it just time to say, you're going in the bin? And this one is going in the bin. I mean, I have the best of intentions with it, and it is a very nice eyeshadow, but I just never use it. I used to do a lot of smoky looks when I was younger, but now I'm not interested anymore. I've moved on. I just want an easy life. I don't want to be blending for days. So for you, it is the trash can. Better news on the black single eyeshadow. While my usage of this has slowed down a little bit over the last couple of months, I do still dip into this if I need to darken up my eyeliner and smudge it out a little bit, make it a little bit more smoky. So I do find myself still reaching for this, and it is a really nice black matte eyeshadow. So pan or trash can? We're gonna go with pan. I plan on using up every single speck of eyeshadow that's in this pan because it's the only matte black that I own, and if I threw this out I'd just have to go out and buy another one. That doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna keep you. Alas, I did not use up the whole thing this year, but hey, there's always 2025. I now look like I've been out sweeping chimneys. Love that for me. What's next on my little spreadsheet? Okay, next we have the Botanics tea tree oil, essential oil. I hate this from a project panning perspective, because with essential oils you're literally using 1 or 2 drops at a time, and the bottle is so heavy that it feels like when you put it on your little weighing scales you're never seeing any progress. I can't see into the bottle because it's so dark, so who knows how much is left in there. Very frustrating. It's very annoying. And yet, I do feel it was the right decision to bring this into the Project Pan because I have so much tea tree oil that I need to get through. And having things in my Project Pan, it does force me to use it more than I otherwise probably would. However, I obviously didn't use this up by the end of the year. Will I use it up by the end of my life? Who knows? I took all of your recommendations of ways to incorporate more tea tree oil into my life for cleaning, for like deodorizing, for all kinds of things. I've been really putting this tea tree oil to work over the last few weeks and it doesn't show. Literally, I had 37 grams of this last month and continue to have 37 grams of it today. It's just so frustrating. So to pan or to trash can, I'm gonna have to pan. From a Project Pan perspective, it drives me nuts, but it is a product that I use and enjoy using, so I'm not going to throw it away. Next, let's talk about a product that did not get a lot of love this year. Again, with all the best intentions. The Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Extreme Lip Plumping Gloss. I'm wearing it right now. I have been making a real effort this month to use it more. Again, it achieved nothing because we had 12 grams last month and we continue to have 12 grams this month. I think the barrier for me in using this is that it's a clear gloss, which in a lot of ways is nice because you can put it on top of any lipstick and that makes it versatile. For me, it's just an extra step in my makeup routine. If I'm running out the door, which I am 9 times out of 10 if I have to go somewhere, I'm throwing on my lipstick. I'm not then going to put on a lip gloss on top. It's just an extra step in the routine for me, and I think that's why I don't find myself reaching for this, because when I put it on, I like it, it's nice, but realistically, I just don't feel like it's an essential for me. So for that reason, pan or trash can, we're gonna go trash can. Finally, we are moving into the powder products. Let's do the Wet n Wild highlight in Blossom Glow. So my goal for this by the end of the year was to clear out this bottom little part. I wanted to kind of pan that whole line down there, and I didn't manage to do that, but I am still impressed with the amount of product that I've been able to use. I think for the last maybe like kind of week, as I've known that the Project Pan finale was coming up, I may have been slightly overdoing the highlight. I think they could see me from space. I was really getting my brush in there. I was trying my best to use it up. I've been very, very bright, very sparkly. That's okay, it's Christmas. So I did not manage to clear out that whole bottom line, and I didn't manage to make any progress on the weight. I had 35 grams last month and still have 35 grams now. But I'm still pleased with the overall progress on this. Obviously, I'm a long way away from panning the whole thing. And so now we must ask the question, pan or trash can? And I'm going to go ahead and stick with this and continue to try and pan this. Because you know what? I like it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're going back in the drawer for probably another 5 or 6 years at this rate. Next, we have the NYX Baked Blush in Pinched. I don't know. Do you see progress? It's difficult to say, right? Because until you actually hit that shiny little pan underneath, how do you know? In terms of weight, there has been a change. We had 16 grams last month. We got 15 grams this month. I consider that a success. So, pan or trash can, I'm going to continue to work through this and work on panning it because actually really love this blush, and as much as I'm ready to cycle it out of my collection because I am kind of sick of looking at it and also the packaging is broken, I will miss it when it's gone because it has also been discontinued. But we don't have to worry about that for a while because, like I said, there's still a lot of product left in here. And finally, the moment that we have been waiting for, was I able to pan the Revolution Mega Bronzer. It was really looking like it could go either way last month, and I don't really know which way it went. Look, let me just show you. So here is what we have left of that. As you can see, there is the tiniest smidgen of product left around the bottom rim here. I've been doing the most, okay? I've been using this obviously as my bronzer, but I've also been using it as my eyeshadow every day. I really wanted to be able to say I used up every last speck of bronzer in this pan, and I couldn't. But I mean, it's a success, right? I'm gonna call this a success because I just feel like I need a win. When I look back at where we started with this at the beginning of the year, I mean, this is a freaking enormous bronzer also. I feel content with that. Pan or trash can, part of me, and very much the OCD in me, is like, girl, keep using it until you got nothing left to give. But we're moving into a new year. I want a fresh start. I'm trying to be less obsessive about this whole thing and like take it a little less seriously because it is just trash. So I'm gonna trash can. I did the most I could. I feel really good about it. It is time to let go and be done. You're going in the trash can. Thank you for your service. So that's it. You know what? I'm gonna take the bronzer as a win and say that I used that one up. I'm gonna take that off my little spreadsheet. So I managed to use up 12 out of the 18 products that I brought into my project pan in January, and I feel really good about that. I've also managed to declutter 2 of them, so that feels good. I have got my big cosmetics inventory of 2025 coming up within the next couple of weeks. I need to pull out everything I own and total it all up. Again, if you're a spreadsheet nerd, if you love the numbers, you won't want to miss that. Oh, also, if you do want to get the spreadsheet that I use, where I monitor here the whole of my project pan throughout the year, as well as the running inventory of all of the different products that I have year on year. I do an annual inventory on there with little pie graphs, as well as a place to keep track of what I use up throughout the year and the total cost of that. Like, if you're really into your numbers and 2025 is the year that you want to kind of take control of your cosmetics collection in a nerdy way, I will link this down below. You can go and download it. But with that said, I hope you have a beautiful, happy, wonderful new year. We got some exciting stuff coming up in January, so if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. It can be your belated Christmas gift to me, that's fine. I will accept subscriptions as gifts. Please remember that you are enough just as you are. I love you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye guys. I don't know how long I've had this eyeshadow smeared across my forehead, but I know that when I sit down to edit this video, it's gonna drive me insane. So sorry if it's been there a long time and it drives you insane. I didn't realize.